$2.3 billion for lying, hiding data, and bribing doctors. They settled for $2.3 billion in criminal court for lying about a drug that was killing people. And now we're trusting them? Moderna has never in their history brought to market a drug for human use. But now, all of a sudden, voila, they have one for us. And we're going to trust that? You know, Bayer, they don't have a drug in this game right now, but they're a drug company. Does anyone remember Johnson & Johnson was owned by Bayer and their talcum powder, the baby powder? Killing moms and babies, causing cancer. They knew they were doing it. There's research, there's factual information out there that they knew that they were causing harm to moms and babies, but there was just too much money to be lost by pulling it off the market. Their baby powder was contaminated with asbestos, and they knew it. And this
Mayo
is who we're trusting.
And the city of Rochester
it's insane. You can also look at this revolving door between the CDC and the FDA. This panel that just approved this, whatever you want to call it, inoculation, to put it in the arms of our kids. That panel is made up of people who used to work at these drug companies. I cannot believe people are trusting them. Look at there's a couple examples. Scott Gottlieb worked at he was the commissioner of the FDA in 2017 through 2019, and he's now on the board of Pfizer. We cannot trust these people. This massive blind effort to push this vaccine onto the entire civilization is horrific. They pretend it works better than it does. They ignore the dangers and side effects, and if you try to question it, they will immediately label you as a freak or an anti-vaxxer. They attack the messenger rather than offering an actual debate. They cannot do that. They can't offer an actual debate because it will expose them to the misinformation and to their guilt. And now they want to pump this damn thing into the kids' arms. They're going to do this to our kids. They literally say we need to start doing it to test it, to see what's going to happen.
That's right.
It makes me crazy. We need to get more people in this fight. I hold these rallies at the Capitol. We get thousands of people. It's awesome. I love it. It's empowering. I meet the best people. But we need more than thousands. We need tens of thousands. 10% of the state of Minnesota is 600,000 people. And way more than 10% see the scam. Where are these people? The time to try to change the sheep's mind is past. Don't even waste your time.
That's right.
You need to grab these people that see the problem and are just hoping it goes away. You need to grab them by the shirt collar and say, get out here. Give us a couple hours of your time. We can't count on governments. We can't count on the courts. This has to be a we the people movement.
Yeah, woo!
We gotta get everybody to stand out here and say no. We need to protect our children. And it has to be us. So now you're all recruited. You need to find 10 people and bring them out here next time. Inform them, scream at them. The people who know there's a problem, those people. Forget the sheep, find the people who see the problem, and I know way too many of them myself. I've got friends that just want to keep living their lives. They're not going to have a life to live. Their freedoms are going to be gone if they don't get out here and fight with us. So you've all become recruiters today. And again, I'm going to leave you with the quote from John Adams that has driven me through this whole thing. I've said it 100 times. It does not take a majority to prevail. It takes an irate and tireless minority keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. So please set those brush fires and get those people out here to protest with us.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you! Woo!
So now one of my best friends in the world, and this guy here, Mike Toombs, he's my main man at Stop the Mandate MN. He is one of the best respiratory therapists in the world.
Oh my God!
If you're sick and you need a ventilator, you want Mike standing between you and a doctor. You want him dialing in those numbers to protect your lungs.
Doug
He's an
Wardlow.
amazing Christian, an amazing man, and an amazing friend. So Mike Toombs, everybody.
Thank you.
Woo! I cannot believe it. Mr. Doug Wardlow here. Doug Wardlow for Attorney General of Minnesota, running against Keith
we have
Ellison,
a special
Muhammad Hakim.
appearance here today. So this man that's going to speak next, we're going to jump in front of Mike. So what do you guys think of Attorney General Ellison?
Boo!
Do you think he needs to go?
Yeah!
Yesterday.
Yeah, so this man that's going to speak next is a GOP candidate for Attorney General.
Woo! Doug
Listen to
Wardlow.
what he has to say. This man needs to be our next Attorney General, and you need to find people and make them aware of Doug Wardlow.
Yeah! Whoa! Oh.
Thank you. Doug Wardlow running for Attorney General.
Doug Wardlow!
We are here today, and I'm here standing with you because we love our great state of Minnesota, right? And because we love our great country. But even more than that, we love the great principles, the idea, the thing that makes America exceptional, that makes our country great, and that is freedom. And freedom, my friends, is in dire jeopardy right now. It is under attack at the state level and the federal level. Now is the time to fight back, and we are fighting back. We are on the path to victory. We're going to claim our freedom back and stand up for the Constitution, the rule of law. We will make America great again. We're going to make Minnesota safe again. We are going to put this state back on the right path. You know, I'm a constitutional lawyer, and the Constitution is very important to me. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and it governs all other laws, and it sets out certain rights, our God-given rights, and protects those rights. And right now we have a government that is trampling those rights here at the state level and at the federal level with President Biden's mandate for vaccines. At the local level as well, our freedoms are under attack. You can trust that when I am your Attorney General, I will stand up for your constitutional rights. I've been doing it for my entire career. We will stand up for the First Amendment, for the Second Amendment, for all of your constitutional rights, and also we will stand up for and fight for your health care freedom. You know, Keith Ellison, he is the most radical Attorney General in the country. He is a leader of the national left, the national progressive left. So when we win this thing, and we will win, when we win, we'll be doing a great favor for the state of Minnesota, but also for the entire country, because we will set the progressive left back, put them back on their heels, and that begins the process of taking America back.
Yes, go Doug Wardlow.
I am running for Attorney General not for the cause of the Republican Party or for any party's cause. We are running to take the office of Attorney General back. The Democrats have had this office for over 50 years. We are running to take this office back for the cause of freedom and the cause of the rule of law and the Constitution. And that is exactly what we're going to do. But in order to enjoy our freedoms, we have to have something else first. And that is we must have law and order. In our state, law and order, a pervasive climate of lawlessness has taken over, and our Attorney General, the top legal and law enforcement official in the state, has allowed that pervasive climate of lawlessness to envelop our state.
That's
to
right.
envelop Rochester and Minneapolis
That's right.
and St. Paul and cities all across the state. Keith Ellison has poured enormous resources into prosecuting police. He has poured enormous resources into going after folks who are just trying to make a living with their businesses during the lockdown, the governor's unconstitutional lockdown edicts. But he won't raise a hand or do anything to deal with skyrocketing violent crime. He stood back and did nothing as our cities burned and as riots broke out in cities across the state. His priorities are completely upside down. But the good news is we're going to have an election in 12 months, and we will retire Keith Ellison from politics in Minnesota. And when I'm Attorney General, we're going to do things very differently. Number one, we will restore law and order. I will support police. We are going to support police, and we are going to make sure that criminals are locked up and put behind bars. We're going to aggressively prosecute those who break the law, make sure that law breaking has consequences, and stop the cycle of arrest and release. That is critically important.
Stop the mandate.
And then we're going to work on that as well. We're going to fight illegal and unconstitutional mandates for vaccines. We're for masks, for anything that interferes with your healthcare freedom or any of your freedoms. I will be there as your Attorney General to fight for you and to stand up for your freedoms and your constitutional rights. And you know, there's another thing in this state that's causing problems and across the country, and that is critical race theory. Who here is concerned about critical race theory?
That's right.
It is a terrible problem because critical race theory is racism.
That's
It is
true.
immoral, and there's another thing about it. It is illegal. Because in Minnesota, we have laws that forbid discrimination on the basis of race. At the federal level, we have laws that forbid discrimination on the basis of race in schools and in public accommodations. So when a school is going and teaching critical race theory and teaching kids to judge people based on the color of their skin, which is terrible and immoral, they're also violating Minnesota law and they're violating federal law as well.
That's right.
And so when I'm Attorney General, we are going to investigate school districts that teach critical race theory. We're going to go after them. We're going to counsel them to stop doing it, and if they don't, we will sue them, and we will end critical race theory in Minnesota.
Woo!
Election integrity is another important issue. We need to make sure that we have secure elections.
That's right.
As your Attorney General, I will investigate and prosecute voter fraud. I will send a message.
Olmsted
If you
County!
commit voter fraud in this state, you will go to jail.
Olmsted County! Olmsted County!
We are going to win this race for so many reasons, because we are boldly standing up for what we believe in, for American values. People in America, we saw in Virginia last night, great victories for the Republican Party. New Governor Glenn Youngkin. We also defeated a two-term incumbent Democrat Attorney General. And we've got a new incoming Republican Attorney General in Virginia. Very exciting news. Those trends will hold here in Minnesota. We are on the path to victory. I ask for your support and your help. Go to Doug Wardlow, AG. That's the letters AG, DougWardlowAG.com. Make sure you sign up to volunteer, to donate, contribute money, and all those good things, and tell everyone you know to get out there and vote 1 year from now, because we need to win this thing. If we do not win this, then Minnesota will be on the path to becoming a cold California, and it will be irretrievable. But we will win this thing. We are going to win this thing because, you know what? We have truth on our side. Because we fight for faith and for freedom and for justice, true justice. We fight to lift people up and to let them become all that God means for them to be. So we can have courage and take faith and move forward together, filled with hope and filled with joy, even joy at the opportunity that we all have to do so much great good for our state and for the people of our state, and by retiring Keith Ellison for the people of America. And together, by the grace of God, we will prevail, we will make Minnesota safe again, and we will make Minnesota free once again. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you, Doug Wardlow!